Let me ask you something honest. Have you ever experienced that sinking feeling where you learn a fantastic new English word, you fully understand it, you feel proud of yourself, but then, just 24 or 48 hours later, it's completely gone? You're in the middle of a conversation, you reach for that word, and your mind just goes blank. It feels like your brain hit the delete button when you weren't looking. It is incredibly frustrating. It makes you feel like maybe you just aren't good at languages or that your memory is failing you. But I want you to know something right now. You are not stupid. You are not bad at English, and you are definitely not alone. This happens to everyone, even advanced learners. The problem isn't your brain. The problem is the method. Today, I'm going to show you the exact simple adjustments you need to make to stop this from happening, so you can finally make those words stick for good. First, we need to understand the biology of why this happens. We don't forget words because we are lazy. We forget them because our brains are designed to be efficient. Think of your brain like a muscle or a very strict energy manager. Its main job is to save energy. When you learn a word once and don't use it, your brain labels that information as unnecessary. It thinks, well, we haven't used this in 2 days, so it must not be important, and it sweeps it away. This is actually a sign that your brain is working correctly. It's decluttering. So the solution isn't to force more words in, it's to convince your brain that these words are valuable. A lot of students make a classic mistake here. They try to force the brain to learn by volume. They try to memorize 10, 20, or even 50 words a day. It feels productive in the moment, like you're really working hard, but actually you are just overwhelming the system. A tired brain is a forgetting brain. We need a smarter approach, not a harder one. Here is the golden rule you need to adopt today. Never learn a word by itself. Words hate being alone. When a word is isolated, it's weak. It has no anchor. Let's try an experiment right now. If I just say the word morning, your brain has to work hard. It asks, morning what? Good morning? Morning coffee? Early morning? It's vague. And because it's vague, it's slippery. Your brain can't hold on to it. But if we take that same word and put it into a structure, everything changes. Instead of just morning, think of I drink coffee in the morning. Suddenly, the word has a home. It has a story. This concept is what many experts refer to when they talk about how to stop translating in your head and start thinking in English. When you use context, you bypass the translation and go straight to meaning. This environment, the sentence, is what we call context. Context is the glue that makes memory stick. When you learn a word inside a sentence, your brain tags it as useful reality rather than random data. Now there is a second layer to this. It's not enough to just read the sentence silently. You have to involve your physical body. English isn't just a mental exercise, it's a physical one. You have to connect your mouth, your ears, and your brain. I want you to be brave for a second. I want you to actually say the words out loud. Not in your mind, actually let your ears hear your own voice. When you speak, you create a feedback loop. Your brain hears the word again, effectively learning it a second time. It validates that the word is important because you physically used energy to produce it. Let's practice this. Take a simple sentence. It is cold today. Don't rush it. Say it slowly. Feel the rhythm. It is cold today. Now try, I like cold water. And finally, my hands are cold. Do you see what happened there? The word cold appeared in 3 different situations. We didn't just memorize the definition of temperature, we used it to describe weather, a drink, and a body part. That is the best way to learn English vocabulary effectively. We created a web of associations. This brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, the timing. Remember, your brain hates cramming. Studying for 2 hours on a Sunday and then doing nothing for the rest of the week is the fastest way to forget everything. Your brain prefers small, frequent doses. This is called spaced repetition. Think of it like watering a plant. You can't dump a bucket of water on a plant once a month and expect it to live. It needs a little bit of water every few days. Your vocabulary is the same. 5 minutes today, 5 minutes tomorrow, 5 minutes the next day. When you see a word on Monday, it's new. When you see it again on Wednesday in a different sentence, it feels familiar. When you use it again on Friday, it becomes easy. You aren't studying hard, you're just showing up consistently. So, here is your challenge. Stop trying to conquer the dictionary. Pick one word, put it in a sentence, speak it out loud, and then come back to it tomorrow. It really is that simple. Please remember, forgetting doesn't mean you're failing. It just means you're learning, you're growing. Every time you forget and then relearn a word, that memory becomes stronger than it was before. If you found this approach helpful and you want to keep building your confidence and your vocabulary the right way, please make sure to hit that like button. It helps us reach more learners just like you. And for more lessons that illuminate your path to fluency, make sure you subscribe to English Glow. Keep practicing, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video.